Hello lovelies, and welcome to my video on improving your egg quality. I'm Amanda Matthews. I'm a holistic fertility specialist, helping couples to maximize their fertility and reach their reproductive goals. If you are looking for natural alternatives to balancing hormones, improving egg quality, or ovulation time, then you're in the right place. Before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about what it means to have a good egg quality. So basically, here's how it happens. The first day of your period, let me say that differently. 14 days after the first day of your period, your body will drop an egg. This is ovulation. At that time, your body is either ready to fertilize that egg and start a pregnancy, or you're going to not fall pregnant and that egg is going to release and you're going to have a period. So what it means to have low egg quality is basically your body is dropping an egg too soon or too late. So A, the egg isn't ready because you've ovulated too soon, or B, the egg has been on the shelf for too long. And we just want to get our ovulation on track. And so here are 5 steps to improving egg quality. Stay with me here. Okay, here we go. Step number 1. You want to be charting your ovulation. I'm not particularly a huge fan of charting because I think it causes a lot of stress, but it is a good idea to make sure that you know where your ovulation window is. You can chart this by taking your basal temperature. You can look up on the internet how to do that. You don't have to get completely all the way into charting. You can kind of just check your temperature, be sure that you're ovulating. You can take an ovulation test, and that way we at least know when you're ovulating, if it's too early or if it's too late. Step number 2. Give your body some building blocks. It's good to have some extra vitamins and minerals at the time that you're trying to ovulate and make a baby. Vitamin B12 is really important. A multivitamin is really important. A really good multivitamin that I love is a Mary Ruth liquid vitamin. This has a lot of B12 and B6 and all the B vitamins in it, and it is a liquid form, so it is assimilated into the body so much better than a normal prenatal. If you are looking at a normal prenatal, I would just really do your research, make sure you get a good quality, because some of those prenatals are just sitting on the shelf and they're going to do the same thing inside your body. Lots of fruit and staying hydrated is also a really good way to improve your egg quality. Taking extra antioxidants such as a vitamin C or a CoQ10 is really good to get the blood flowing into that area and kind of wake up the reproductive system. I'll go into a little bit the reason why our body may be ovulating early or late. This is because of our adrenal glands. So working on our adrenal glands is going to help the body to get back on track to ovulating when we need to be ovulating. The adrenal glands are actually in charge of a lot of the hormones in your body, your stress hormones, your relaxants, things in between there, and they are so busy doing all these things for us all day long. Sometimes they get overtired, and then our reproductive system is kind of the first to be cut off because we don't necessarily need to reproduce if our body's in a state of stress. That's the way our body sees things. If we're in a state of stress, it's going to put reproducing on the back burner. Okay? So getting the adrenals kind of figured out is a good way to make sure that you're ovulating at a really good time. I recommend taking some adrenal support supplements. These are online. You can find them on Amazon, and they're literally called adrenal support. Or you can take a licorice root tincture in the morning to kind of wake up the adrenals, get them going, and then a relaxing tea at night like ashwagandha to kind of let them know it's time to relax. And this helps to regulate ovulation because it helps to regulate the hormones inside the body. Okay? That was a little tangent. So back to tip number 3. Detox efficiently. I think people are mistaken that they believe that our bodies aren't detoxing unless we are on an actual cleanse, but actually our bodies are detoxing every day. Every day your liver is working to clean out those toxins and things that are not healthy for your body. So just help your body to detox a little better by adding in lemon water first thing in the morning, a lot of ginger into your diet. You can either juice it, you can take a ginger tincture to get moving some of those pathogens out of the liver. That's a good way to help detoxify your body. Deep breathing is another really good way. Getting some circulation into that area is an amazing way to kind of keep everything moving through, and I will talk about that in a minute. So when we're detoxing, mostly it doesn't have to be a crazy detox. We don't have to go on any crazy detoxing cleanses, but what we want to do is not be adding anything else into the body. So taking out things like caffeine, sugar, alcohol, things that are going to make our body more toxic are things that we want to stay away from, and then adding in more greens, more fruits, more vegetables, more liquids to kind of gently cleanse the body out and get all those toxins out of the body. Okay? Still with me? This is getting a little crazy. All right, so we're going to move on to step 4, which is the blood supply to the body and getting that circulation into the body. The vitamin C and the CoQ10 are very helpful for this, but it's also a good idea to get a little bit of light exercise through there, deep breathing through there. I recommend getting a foot zone treatment to kind of get circulation into those organs and to help detox anything that needs to be moved out of the organs. I like walking, some stretching just around, just moving the legs basically. Anytime we're moving the legs, we're getting oxygenated blood back into the reproductive system. So just moving the legs, keeping everything moving and grooving is a good idea when you're trying to improve that egg quality. The last tip is a good one and my favorite. It is to rest. Some of us are only getting 4 hours of sleep a night. Some of us aren't going to sleep till 3 a.m., 2 a.m. This is a problem because your body makes hormones in your sleep. And if you're trying to get your estrogen levels balanced out, you really need to get a really decent amount of sleep, especially through those important hours. So I recommend going to bed if you can at 10 or close as you can to 10 p.m. and getting up with the sun. That's a really good way to reset the estrogen levels in your body and the LH hormones in the body and get everything kind of working in harmony. This is also really, really good for the adrenals. And if you are having a hard time getting up in the morning, don't worry. As you do these steps and as you start taking care of those adrenal glands, you are going to be able to get up easier and easier. Okay, those are my 5 steps for improving egg quality. So if you've had enough of me, you can shut this video off. But I have a bonus tip for you if you haven't. So let's get into that bonus tip. I'm going to get a little more in depth about detoxing the body and what that means and how you can improve your sperm quality with a smoothie recipe that I love. Okay? Let's do this. So if you're detoxing out all those estrogens, synthetic hormones, and things in your body, it's also a really good idea to look into getting the heavy metals out of your body. If you are someone who's overloaded or having metal toxicity, it's going to be really hard to get your body to have good egg quality. So a good way to sort of detox these heavy metals out of our body, such as mercury, aluminum, cadmium, lead, a good way to get those out of the body is first of all to stop putting them into the body. Things like corn syrup actually have mercury in them. Things in the air sometimes have mercury in them, so if you're outside and you're standing next to like heating and air conditioning system. Just be aware of those kind of things. Your cosmetic products may have heavy metals in them, so it's good to start reading labels. If you're someone who uses a lot of aluminum foil, drinks out of aluminum cans, it's a good idea to stop doing that now and switch over to glass jars, glass pans, a glass lid instead of aluminum foil. These are good ways to kind of start breaking down those heavy metals in your body. And then a way that we can detox them safely is a heavy metal detox smoothie from Medical Medium. If you want to make this smoothie and take it every day, that's wonderful. And if you don't, I'm just going to tell you the ingredients in it so that you can know what the ingredients are. You don't have to put them all together, but you can start incorporating a few of them or whatever works for you. But I will tell you, when I work with women with cervical mucus issues and I give them this heavy metal smoothie, it increases their mucus like almost immediately. Okay? So the recipe goes like this. You get your blender, you put in 1 banana, orange juice, barley grass juice powder. You can get this online, and the brand that he recommends is Vimergy, but you can play around and see what brand works for you. Spirulina, a powder, and wild Maine blueberries. Wild Maine blueberries are incredible for the reproductive system. They are the best fruit that you could ever possibly eat if you are trying to reproduce. And the last ingredient is cilantro. It sounds kind of odd, but when you put it all together, it's actually delicious. And if you don't want to do all that work, you can at least start incorporating a lot of cilantro, wild blueberries, maybe some spirulina into the diet to kind of start working on getting those heavy metals out of the body. I also recommend giving this smoothie to your mate because it's incredible for cleaning up the sperm, helping with the mobility and the morphology of the sperm because it helps take all those heavy metals out of the sperm. Okay, I know I've given you quite a lot of information today. And if you know me, then you just know that's how I am. And I absolutely love you. I'm on your team. I hope this is your month, and I wish you the best of luck with improving your egg quality. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you really soon.